So Amber Heard fires Elaine? My name is Nate the Lawyer. If you are new here, we talk about the law and the facts. If you're about that life, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. All right, so this is the Daily Mail. Let's see what's going on. Amber Heard dumps lawyer who defended her in Johnny Depp trial and hires legal team who successfully defended the New York Times against Sarah Palin's defamation suit. So they give you these headers. Elaine steps down as Amber Heard's attorney. I think she was probably fired. Britta Hoff represented the actress through the 6-week trial. She did a horrible job too. David L. Axelrod and Jay Brown will take over. I'm not sure if is that David Axelrod from Obama? I'd check that out. Attorney Ben Rottenborn, who served alongside Britta Hoff, will continue. Rottenborn was so much a better attorney. If Amber didn't keep Rottenborn, that would have been a mistake. So one of the smart things, a few smart things Amber Heard did. Amber has dumped the attorney who defended her in her unsuccessful defamation trial with Johnny Depp, as she now tries to appeal the verdict. Elaine Charleston Bredenhoff, who represented the Aquaman actress in the 6-week defamation trial, has parted ways with Heard. Attorney David L. Axelrod and J. Ward Brown, who represented the New York Times earlier this year in a defamation lawsuit against 2008 Vice President nominee Sarah Palin, will take over the appeal proceeds. Okay. The pair worked for Ballard Safar and have covered various cases, including companies and individuals with high-stakes civil litigation, speakers in First Amendment cases, journalists, and other news organizations. All right. So we'll see. You know, she seems to have gotten a better team. And I do understand litigation attorneys aren't really appeal attorneys. You know, there are specialties involved. So it makes sense. But generally, you would keep your litigator on because that's the person who did everything at the lower court, which you were appealing. So they have that knowledge, you know, of what was actually going on. Announcing the news, Heard's spokesman said in a statement, when it comes to protecting the fundamental rights of freedom of speech. You know, it's funny. Alex Jones says the same thing, right? All these people who get caught stone cold in defamation. Tasha K with Cardi B. My First Amendment rights. Alex Jones with the Sandy Hook parents. My First Amendment rights. And here we go again with Amber Heard. First Amendment, right? You don't have a First Amendment right to defame anybody. That's why all of them have lost. We look at the jury's decision to paraphrase a famous quote, not as the beginning of the end, but merely the end of the beginning. A different court warrants different representation, particularly as so much new evidence is now coming to light. Now, listen, we just got to say there's no new evidence coming to light. It's all the sealed stuff that was already there before. And number two, the appeals court can't look at any new evidence. They can only look at the evidence that was induced in trial. So new evidence doesn't do anything, right? It's like, so what, right? Okay, there's new evidence, but that means absolutely nothing. So it's a gaslight. But you wouldn't expect anything less from this team. A different court warrants different representation, which is true. Heard, 36, was ordered to pay her ex-husband more than $10 million in damages at the end of the explosive trial in June, when the jury ruled that she had defamed Depp in a newspaper opinion piece published in 2018. Yes. Following the verdict, Britta Hoff said in an interview with the Today Show that the actress was unable to pay the millions in damages she owes Depp. More than a month later, Heard's legal team filed a notice to appeal the verdict at the Virginia Court of Appeals in Fairfax County. This is her and Elaine. This is Elaine arguing on behalf. And these are the new attorneys. So this is Axelrod on the right, and this is Ward on the left. I'm surprised they didn't put Ward Axelrod. Whatever. And here is Rottenborn. This is a good picture of Rottenborn. Bredenhoff said, "This is a perfect time to pass the baton." I bet it is. I have pledged. What? I have pledged to Amber and her ability by complete cooperation and assistance as they move forward on a path towards success. Close quote. Is that a dig at Amber? Is she gaslighting Amber? I have pledged to Amber and her appellate team. Remember how you pledged and donated synonymously?
Please, try to answer my question. Sitting here today, you have not donated the $7 million, donated, not pledged, donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous with one another.
But I don't. Ms. Heard, I don't use it synonymously.
That's how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard, respectfully, that's not my question.
Anonymously? So I think she's gaslighting her. I pledge to help you. Oh, that's just sneaky Elaine. Oh, I have pledged. Why you? Come on, Elaine. Attorney Ben Rottenborn will continue to serve on Heard's legal team. We know that. Throughout the defamation trial, Bredehoff received sympathy from Depp's fans who claim she looked drained amid reports that Heard has had screaming matches with her legal team outside of the courtroom. Words of encouragement for Bredehoff online increased in the aftermath of Heard's May testimony, in which the attorney struggled during questioning. Yeah, that was classic.
And do you recall? I'm trying. What, if anything, did the medical records reflect about your nose?
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
As Bredehoff cross-examined Heard on the last day of the stand, Depp's attorney Camille Vasquez objected to every other question Bredehoff attempted to make. I remember that. Vasquez's objections were sustained several times by the judge preceding the highly publicized trial, causing Bredehoff to stop mid-question several times. I'm trying. Bredehoff said, we'll let it hear out. Oh, watch this clip. The clip of that is crazy. Oh, the clip is here.
And do you recall? I'm trying.
Oh, this is a clip. Oh my God, it's so funny. That's a crazy clip. At the end of the defamation trial, Depp 59 was awarded $10 million to $15 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages. The judge let it cap damages at the state's maximum of $350,000, leaving Depp with a total of $8.35 million. Meanwhile, Heard won one of her 3 countersuit claims related to statements made by Depp's lawyer, suggesting the actress and her friends had trashed their apartment before calling police. The actress was awarded $2 million in compensatory damages out of $100 million she sought. The day after Heard's team filed an appeal, Depp's team did the same to overturn the couple million the actor owes to his ex-wife. The Pirates of the Caribbean star said they filed an appeal to ensure all information is considered by the court while they return to consider Heard's appeal. Before filing an appeal, Heard's attorney asked the judge to throw out the decision and declare mistrial. It was argued that one of the jurors on the case should not have been eligible to serve because the summons was intended for his father, who had the same name and lived at the same address. Judge Prini Askarati shot down the request, claiming there was no evidence of fraud or wrongdoing by the juror and that the jury's verdict should stand. But also, too, is that Elaine and her team questioned this juror, saw this juror, made references to this juror, and approved, said, okay, this guy is good enough to serve on the jury. So at that point in time, they waived any action of saying this guy is not the right guy, right? Because they said, okay, we accept him. He's good. Now, if the only difference was, well, you really were looking for somebody who was 80 years old versus somebody who was 50, that's not going to work, right? You got to raise that objection. Oh, that's the wrong guy. Okay, he's going to put somebody else up. So at the end of the day, Amber's team is trying to make it seem like they didn't fire Elaine. They kind of, she's passing the baton. But in all retrospect, they fired Elaine, kept Ben Rottenborn, and brought 2 other attorneys on that they thought would be able to help with the appeal. And it seems like, from my perspective, Ben Rottenborn was making the First Amendment arguments at trial.
Does the First Amendment give Ms. Heard the right to write the words that she wrote in this article on December 18th, 2018? That's the question. And you cannot simultaneously protect and uphold the First Amendment and find in favor of Johnny Depp on his claim.
And I think they believe that those First Amendment arguments are going to be the arguments that win at appeal. That's probably why you keep Ben Rottenborn. And Rottenborn was a better attorney. But let me know how you feel in the comment section. Do you think that Elaine was shafted? Do you think that it was just a passing of the torch, as they say? Let me know in the comment section how you feel. My name is Nate the Lawyer. I'm out of here. Peace.